I know everyone's been eagerly awaiting all of this content.
We have so much to cover in this new season.
And we're excited to jump right in.
Hey, I'm Dylan.
Hey, I'm Cassie.
And welcome to the Discover Universal podcast. Cassie, we got a lot to talk about, don't we?
We do. We have recently experienced a brand new land here at Universal Orlando Resort.
Very recently.
Yes, and we have some fun shirts, which I feel like is kind of a tease if you're watching visually as to what we're talking about today.
Yeah. Michelle, what are we talking about?
We're talking about everything you need to know about DreamWorks Land at Universal Studios Florida.
Okay.
And it is a load of fun.
A load of fun. They got awesome shirts. Look at this.
They do, and so much more.
What do your shirts say?
It says Shrek happens.
And mine says vibes because I'm here for the vibes, and we have some fun, vibey characters on there.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got some awesome characters on your shirt, don't you?
I do. I have Poppy and Viva Rainbow.
Okay.
Yeah, my two favorites from Trolls.
Well, it's in Universal Studios Florida, of course, and it is to the left of E.T. Adventure. It's sort of in the back of the park where the kids area used to be, but now they've turned it into something else entirely, and it is amazing to see.
Oh, it's amazing.
The second you walk up.
It is. It's kind of split into three main sections, which I know we'll dive into here in a minute. But you mentioned Shrek Swamp.
Yeah.
And then the character meet and greets. And then what else? You know, there's food, of course. There's an attraction back there, which one of the first things we did when we walked in was the Trolls Trollercoaster, which I feel like you specifically were very surprised by.
I was. One thing here's something very niche that I liked about it.
Yeah.
The music that was there.
Oh, it was so good.
We were waiting in line. I was just jamming out the whole time.
Talk
I thought
about
that was really
vibes.
cool. Yeah.
Talk about vibes. The shirt really works, I feel like, for that area. We had a smaller, younger friend with us who was able to experience it, and he's only 2 going on 3. So I would say fun for the whole family. And I believe we have a video from our day.
Yeah, we do.
We do. We should check it out. And if you are tuning in with us via audio, go ahead and head to the show notes and watch along with us.
Ling, I'm sorry, yes, I know we need to work out. Ling, you know I love fitness. Man.
Yeah, there we go. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Taste test. 1,
Taste test.
2, 3.
This button is everything. Come on. I have a question, Cassie. Are you a front row person or a back row
Front
person?
row.
You're front row all day?
That was a ton of fun.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Like I said, we spent a whole half day there at DreamWorks Land and did pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much. And we forgot about food.
Yeah, we got the Shrekzel.
Green cheese,
green
which
cheese.
don't
Green
be ashamed. It's very delicious.
It was.
And
Michelle
you
took a
had
big
something.
dip of that one.
Oh, I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah, I had the far a waffle.
Yeah.
Which was really cool, and then you can dip it in that warm marinara sauce. It was it's actually really good.
Yep. We also forgot to mention that we were hanging out with Pinocchio at his Fact Shack, and we got to ring the doorbell. He told us some facts.
Some facts.
Quote unquote.
Yeah,
and that was a lot of fun.
I won't confirm nor deny that his nose grew.
Yeah, you may have to check it out for yourself.
Exactly.
Well, and also, you know, it's getting a little bit hot out there today. And so be sure to note that there are some water activities for the kids and also for the adults to enjoy. And I know Legendary Luke was enjoying those water splash pads.
Sure did.
And speaking of heat, there's another thing that we can check out there as well to beat the heat and get into the AC.
Yeah, there's DreamWorks Imagination Celebration, which I'm super excited for because Jason's going to come and join us and tell us everything about it.
And Jason is the Assistant Director of Entertainment and helped develop this show. And we're going to hear all about it. And it's another great way to beat the heat and get into the AC, which I know the families will really enjoy.
Oh, for sure. We're going to get a peek behind the curtain with Jason, so I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, let's bring him in.
Let's do it.
Jason, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement in DreamWorks Land, as well as your favorite DreamWorks movie?
Wow. Okay. Doubling up the questions already. I am Assistant Director with Entertainment. And with DreamWorks Land, I've been, and my team, I don't want to just say me, we have been overseeing all of the entertainment elements for DreamWorks Land. My favorite DreamWorks movie. That is tough.
It is.
You know when people always say, "What's your favorite?" You pick your favorite kid, and you're like, "Oh, you kind of love them all in a different way."
You always have a favorite.
I know, boy. You
Deep down.
do. You do. And honestly, over the years, I really love Trolls.
Oh,
I love Trolls.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of pop music.
Yeah.
So it plays naturally into that world, and it kind of has a sense of humor about it. I think that plays to an older generation as well. Surprisingly, I'm not saying Shrek, but I'm going to go with Trolls.
I just saw it
Okay.
for the first time recently.
It's fantastic.
It's great.
Yeah.
It is great. The music is out of
Music
this
is
world.
so
Music's
good.
so
Yeah.
good. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us more about DreamWorks Imagination Celebration. Like what inspired you through that process?
Well, there's a lot that really inspired it, but I think it's really was asking, what do we want the audience to walk away with? What's something that we can do for a younger audience that we haven't really done in a while at Universal Orlando? And we wanted to deliver a stage show that was of a high quality. And the first thing that I knew I wanted to do was, what kind of story do we want to tell that celebrates these DreamWorks franchises? Shrek, Trolls, Kung Fu Panda. So that was the first thing we needed to figure out, is what kind of story did we want to tell? And for me, that was integral. In the beginning was, if we've got this opportunity to create a brand new stage show here at Universal Orlando, we wanted it to be an original story with original characters, with live singers, with dancers. We wanted so much involved with it.
Oh, the's live singers.
There's
I still haven't seen it. Yeah.
You've got to come see it. I mean, there's so much talent on that stage. Puppeteers. It's everything. It's everything, and it's kind of magic in a bottle. Which is really fun. So that was really the first thing we knew we wanted to do, and then it was about crafting that story. So we've got 2 original characters. You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I won't drop any spoilers for you.
Please, you know what? It's okay. Yeah,
Share it all.
It's fine. Let's go, because I got to know.
We got 2 original characters, Amara and Zane, and they've been friends since they were kids. And Zane is at a place in his life where he's having a hard time reconnecting with his imagination. He's just at an age where he's kind of forgotten the magic of imagination, of being a kid and having that childlike wonder. And so his friend Amara has brought them to their favorite playing spot they used to go to when they were kids, in order to help him re-engage his imagination. And so we use the clouds as our doorways. So we start to look up, when you see the theater, there's that beautiful cloud mural on the outside with all the characters in it. That's kind of a little bit of a peek into what you're going to see on the inside. So we start to see different things in the clouds. I don't want to give away too much, but at one point we see, for instance, Shrek in the clouds, and then that's our doorway. Now our 2 friends are finding themselves in these stories that they've grown up watching in these DreamWorks films, and they're in the moment where Shrek and Donkey are on their way to save Princess Fiona. We're in, Dragon's Keep. The dragon's there, and we got some really beautiful things going on in this moment. You got to come see. Yeah. But it's about using our imaginations to go into these worlds that everybody's so familiar with. Spirit Realm in Kung Fu Panda, Trolls Village in Trolls. It's just really fun.
And did that story just come to you, like, in the middle of a workout, or what, how long did it take you to come up with some of this content?
I mean, it takes a long time. It takes a long time to come up, and we had a couple of different scenarios. I mean, with any creative process, it's about getting in the room with not just me, but getting other voices involved and going, would this work? Do you think this is interesting? Is this something that we could kind of flesh out and see if it goes anywhere. So there were a couple of different roads we could have gone on the table. And this cloud, this looking at the cloud and seeing things in the clouds, kept coming back to us, because it's something we all do as kids. And still to this day, if I'm out walking my dog or something, you look up and you're like, oh, that kind of looks like this. So I think it's something that people relate to. Everyone relates to seeing things in the clouds. And so it felt like a very natural kind of fun road to go down. And honestly, DreamWorks have been such great partners with us, since day one.
That's great.
They've been super supportive. They've loved the original story. I also think that this story allows us to really celebrate these characters, these storylines, the music of the films. the story was number one. So it was about finding the songs that also not only that people know and can sing along to and clap along to, but it was about what's the music that's going to help us tell our story as we go along. And there's some really great moments in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you share too, like visually, you mentioned there's dancers and singers and a lot to see. The first time I went, I was with 2 kids under the age of 5 and they were
you did see
engaged.
it. Oh.
I did. They were engaged the whole entire time and they loved it. I loved it personally too.
Yeah.
But visually, when you walk into the theater, it's kind of a unique setup and there's things on the walls. Can you tell us a little bit about what we see visually as well?
Yeah, and I think that's a great question because visually there's a road that we take. There's a journey that we take with the characters that we want to go on, but there's a road that we take even visually. So one of the things I wanted to do was when people came in, it was sort of early morning. It was still night. So you're surrounded by this beautiful night sky with the stars up on the, spoiler alert, we've encircled the theater with screens.
So
which is
cool.
really
It's
exciting.
so cool.
Yeah. And we use the screens for our environments. That's how we go to, Shrek Swamp. And it's an enhancement. It's an enhancement for the things that are going on the stage.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to feel very beautiful and serene and peaceful so that you're coming into this wooded environment. We're surrounded by trees and rocks and things like that in the show set. And the sky really takes us through the journey. And I don't even know if people realize it. I mean, I'm sure they do subconsciously, but it's almost like you're spending a day with these characters. Yep. We see the sun come up in our opening number. And then by the time we reach sort of the penultimate moment, the sky is starting to get orange. So now the sun is starting to set, and by the time we finish our final number, it's nighttime again. So in theory, you've spent a day with these 2 friends and these characters playing in their play spot from when they were younger.
That's really cool. So you brought like the idea of being outdoors, even in an indoor setting, so they can get out of the sun but still experience all those elements. And you said there's so what characters do you meet in there?
You're going to see Shrek.
Okay.
You're going to see Donkey in a very different way than you've seen Donkey before.
I like where this is going.
Because when you go to Shrek Swamp and you go to the cottage, that's Donkey. You're meeting Donkey and Shrek. And so we did want to, explore what's a different way that our guests can experience Donkey. Because we've seen Donkey for a long time here. And he's got a really beautiful look to him. Same with Dragon. Dragon is stunning looking. You might see Po from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
You might see Poppy and Branch. And then we might have a surprise for you at the end that you have to come and see.
Yes, I was telling him this earlier. I was so stoked when this specific character came out.
They go crazy. They lose their minds. It's so fun. It's fun for me too because, what you said a little bit ago was you were there with younger kids, but you enjoyed it too. And that's something we're finding out. I wanted to tell a really sincere story for young audiences without a wink of sarcasm or cynicism, like thinking about the things that I grew up with as a kid, something really pure that's got a moral about the importance of imagination and friendship and things like that. But not only is it playing really well to young kids, but there is a demographic in their 20s and 30s and 40s who have lived with Shrek and Kung Fu Panda and Trolls for years now. Yeah. So there is that connection as well. I've seen, plenty of audiences where people don't have kids at all, and they just Poppy comes out, and you'd think it was like a celebrity. Like, I mean, and
exactly. Don't sell her
She's
short
not
now.
like a celebrity. She is a celebrity.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. I mean, it's the reaction to the characters, which at the end of the day, that is the heart of the show, right? Are these DreamWorks characters. That's what we're all here for, is to see how are we going to share them and their stories with the audiences in a completely different way.
Yeah.
And we've had great responses so far. Like, audiences have been great.
It's great.
You're killing me with this secret character.
Oh, man.
You're just going to have to go and watch it, Dylan.
Yeah. Okay.
Blows the roof off.
What are you specifically most excited for fans to see as they step into the theater for the first time?
I mean, because there's so many exciting elements, it's such a, I'm going to give you the cheap answer, but it's the answer though, but it's the whole thing. Yeah. It's the whole package. It's the journey that we're going to take these audiences on. And it's a simple journey, but it's, you're going to come in and meet these 2 characters and be on board with them right away. And I think it's all the elements together. And it's something that I always said, if this show was specifically just about one element, I don't think it would work as well. But it's all the things coming together to make the show what it is that I'm excited for people to come in and sit down and experience. And honestly, the fact that I know I've said it, but we were given the green light to write an original story, which to me is very important entertainment, that we can tell a story. We're going to invite you in to the AC.
Yeah.
Which is key.
Which is key. For about 20 minutes, and we just want you to enjoy. I just want you to sit back and just get into the world and enjoy this little story we're going to tell you and have a good time. It's funny. There's a very touching moment right in the middle that I'm very proud of, that it's awesome to see people react to. So I think there are some surprising things along the way, but I think it's the journey as the whole that's exciting for people to see.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, what does it feel like when you see someone experience that for the first time? Because I know the idea of making this entire project and then seeing someone else experience it, it's almost like you're experiencing it for the first time, right?
It is. It absolutely is. And that's the payoff, right?
Yeah.
That's the payoff when people come in. And I have to tell the cast all the time, and Trilly and I have been working on this for like 2 years together. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we're right here at the grand opening
2 years.
I mean, yeah, we've been talking about this a long time. But there are times where I tell the cast where I'm sitting out in the audience, I go, if I'm not looking at you, don't feel bad. I'm looking at people's faces because you want to see the moments that are getting these great reactions from the moms and the dads and the grandparents.
And it lets you experience that for the first time again.
Yes.
It's like you get to see the show for the first time
and
through someone else's eyes, which is cool.
It makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
Like, that really does. That's, and I know that's always the answer, but it is. It's the whole reason you do this is to put it in front of people and to let them enjoy it. Until then, you're just rehearsing. Without the audience, you're just rehearsing, which is fine. It's a process you have to do, but the audience is the game changer. It's what we do it for.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. And they seem to love it so far. So we're excited to see more and more guests enjoy it and experience it, and for Dylan to experience it.
I need to see this. I need to know what this character is at the end.
Dylan,
I know. We're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you.
I've snuck my favorite DreamWorks character in there a couple of times.
Oh.
Do you have any guesses what that might be? It's not the one at the end.
I don't.
It's during Trolls.
Okay.
I love Mr. Dinkles.
Mr. Dinkles.
Oh, yes. Oh, my
Mr.
gosh.
Dinkles so
that
much.
was literally one of my favorite parts of the whole entire show.
He is hero.
So cute.
Mr. Dinkles is the hero.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
But honestly, we couldn't have done any of this without our partners at DreamWorks. They've been so supportive and so exciting and excited to be, working with us. And we've been excited to be working with them. And I think together we've all turned around something pretty special.
It's probably literally a dream come true. Like growing up with the movie and then being like, okay, now I get to work directly with this company.
Absolutely. And what you're saying is right. It doesn't feel like a job. Like you're getting to work with Shrek and Poppy and Branch and Poe and, all the Master Oogway, all the fun characters. It makes
noodles. Master Oogway with the noodles, son.
Always.
So I have not seen DreamWorks Imagination Celebration, but I did see Poe live.
Awesome,
which was awesome. I got to see that with Michelle's nephew, the legendary Luke, and that's his name forever. You all need to understand that legendary Luke. It is
understood,
and it was really incredible how interactive this whole thing was.
Yeah.
Like when we were there and we were doing all these things, he even talked to Cassie and he was like, "Hey, you with the Vibes shirt," and I was like, "Whoa!"
Dylan's like, "What?"
Wait, hang on. Okay,
he's great. Poe's awesome.
Yeah.
So this is an experience towards the back of the land. You can actually go into the back of the land, go into the dojo, and meet with Poe. And it's honestly, we don't have another experience like this.
No,
it is truly special. But it's great, and that's another one that's really great for a younger audience because there's a lot of different things Poe can do. He's going to teach you a little bit of kung fu. You're going to learn some of the famous kung fu stances. He's going to make a little bit of a stir fry. Yeah. Master Shifu has asked him to babysit his cousin Ling Ling. Mm-hmm. None of this goes well. It all goes awry.
Naturally.
It's a little bit of a farce, but it's hysterical and it's engaging, and Poe is awesome back there.
Yes.
People people need to know. You need to get back there. It's the very last thing that I don't want anyone to miss it. But it's worth making the trip back there to see Poe. He's really fun.
It is.
Yeah.
I like the noodle arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noodle
We
arms.
walked away with some really good kung fu moves.
Yeah.
So
Did
we're
you
going to use that.
Did you get a nickname? A kung fu nickname?
I didn't.
Oh,
I
it's a
didn't.
shame.
Not this time around, but I've done it twice now.
Okay.
And so it's fun. I had 2 different experiences.
And you're exactly right. The really cool thing there is there's some variance. So you could come twice, 2, 3 times and see something very different each
Yep.
time. There's a little bit of a dance at the end. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not the same thing every time. And again, because it is engaging the audience and speaking directly to the audience, audiences change it.
Yeah.
You know, audiences change the direction of what Poe is going to do depending on how much they're involved or how much they're not involved. If you had to give her a kung fu name, what would it be?
Kung Fu Cassie.
Wow.
There you
Boom.
go.
Okay, your turn.
There we go. Dojo Dylan.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa.
I got one up.
Wow. Didn't even hesitate.
Jiu-Jitsu Jason?
Okay.
I mean,
I guess
come
you're
on.
she's just going around the room
right.
now.
Okay. Well,
There we go.
we all lose.
So that's another thing people can do. Get back
Yep.
there and get your kung fu name.
Yeah.
Who knew that would be such a thing?
Exactly. I'm excited for the next time to get my new kung fu name. Who knows?
But again, Poe Live, another great
Yeah.
entertainment experience in the back. You can also, we've got a character zone where you can meet a variety of characters, including Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse.
Yeah.
She has a designated place there with all of her cats. We were talking about cats earlier, weren't we?
Yeah.
Not Gabby's cats, but other cats. But yeah, the exciting thing for us is there's a lot of entertainment for many demographics, kids and people who are kids at heart. The second you see Shrek's cottage back there, and you can meet Donkey and Shrek and Princess Fiona, I mean, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It's an incredible location. We've had them as meet and greets here at Universal in the past, but they are home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk up and that cottage, that's Shrek's home.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, now it feels like they actually have something where they all belong.
They're supposed to be
They
there.
all belong. And we get to
Absolutely.
experience that in real time. That's really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks beautiful. Anytime I see it, like, on social media and
Oh my
stuff.
goodness.
That's really, as much as, the beauty of social media is even when I'm not here, you can sit at home and see people still enjoying stuff. You're like, oh my gosh, they still work when I'm not there. That's great. That's really great.
Yeah. Well, Jason, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
thank
we
you.
appreciate your time, and thank you for you and the team for all the hard work you guys did on this amazing project.
Thank you. And it really is a team. I mean, there's so many people that it takes to put this thing together.
Yeah.
Even all the times where I'm saying maybe I up here, it's a we. It's a we from the second we start concept all the way until getting it on its feet.
Yeah.
So, thank you
congrats.
both.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is
Absolutely.
fun.
And we
You're
hope to talk to you
welcome.
real soon.
Thank you so
hopefully on the
much.
next project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more to come.
Oh, yes. Let's go.
Jason is awesome. I want to have him back on the show. He was great.
Yeah. And I'm ready to get back in the land, though.
Me too.
And I know because she's Michelle and she's awesome. Michelle has a challenge for us as usual.
She does.
Yeah. And before she even says it, I already know where it's going to go.
Hold on. We'll see what the game is first, and then we'll talk about them. Michelle,
Okay.
what do you have for us?
Okay, well, I have a dance challenge for both of you.
Oh, okay.
I saw your dance moves in the Trolls Trollercoaster. Cute.
You did.
And so I thought this would be a good challenge, especially for this land where there's a lot of fun music, dancing, a lot of characters they love to dance to. So you're going to be tasked with having the characters do a specific dance move
Okay.
that I assign you
Yeah.
without talking to the characters.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
No direction.
Okay.
No direction.
All right. So we can't say a word.
No, you cannot
You
tell them.
cannot tell
You
them.
can't say, hey, do this dance move.
Okay.
We just have to do it and hope they follow, I guess.
Yeah,
Whichever
just-
one's going to follow my dance moves because I have the best dance moves.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
What are our dance moves that we have to do?
Good question. So, Cassie, you're going to make the characters do a spin.
Okay.
So, cute little spin.
Okay.
And Dylan, you are going to make characters shake their hips from side to side.
That's way harder.
But
That's
you know
one-sided.
how to do this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But mine is going to be better regardless. You have practice, but I'm going to be better.
I have practice, but you're perfect. Is that what you're saying?
I think you both got this. You both got this.
Okay.
We'll see.
I saw the dance moves. I think you guys are going to have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Should we get out there?
Let's go.
All right. All right, Dylan's first. Here we go.
Okay, hands on the
Here
hips.
we go. And
He's
he got
dancing
it.
with Puss in Boots.
That was
nice.
way too easy.
Oh, yeah, of course it was easy.
All right, here we
Cassie
go.
with Puss in Boots.
Here we go. A little more effort. We're waiting.
He's not understanding.
I
Puss in Boots
lost that
understand.
one. Good job. All right, we got Gabby here.
From Gabby's Dollhouse.
Yep. And Dylan's
Is that
trying.
salsa?
He's
Is that
working his
salsa?
way to it.
And there it is. Hands on the
Oh,
hips.
here we go. Here we go.
Nice.
That
Your
counts,
dance
right?
move is just a little too easy. I think I've come to that conclusion.
Cassie. It's Cassie's turn with Gabby.
I'm trying.
Oh, she is
trying.
in her own world.
I'm
right
about
now.
to give up.
I know.
I'm about to give up, and I gave up.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there it is.
That was very close.
Okay,
All right,
we
this
have
is a tough one.
Yeah.
Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona.
Yep. Three characters.
This
We
is
just
a
have to
tough
get
one.
one.
wait. Yeah, we have Fiona doing
Yeah,
it. There it
Fiona's
is.
doing the hips for Dylan.
Oh, and Shrek is going
just
in a
twirled.
circle.
Nice.
So we both got one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Kitty Soft Paws.
Kitty soft paws. Go, do it.
I
Do
love
it.
her.
Too easy. That's
Hey.
what I'm saying.
Okay, now with Cassie.
No.
She didn't understand the
I
spin.
just gave up immediately.
King Julian.
Hey.
He's always my trusty dance partner.
King
James.
Julian's
That makes sense.
It worked out.
He never stops.
King Julian with Dylan.
All right,
okay.
here we go.
Yeah. Do it.
All
No.
right.
No. Oh.
The hip, yep,
boom.
yep.
There
Julian
it
got
is.
it.
understands the
He
assignment
does.
every time.
Exactly.
He does. All right, we got Poppy. Trying to get Poppy to go in a circle. And
No.
I failed.
No for Cassie.
You know, it's fine.
Cool.
Dylan and
Cool, that's
Poppy.
Yeah.
See what
Go,
happens
go.
with Dylan.
She does the
she's
spin
spun.
though.
Boom.
The
Spun
spin.
for me.
Cassie stole that
Easy.
spin.
Too easy.
I did.
Too easy. Almost.
That was so much fun. Watching you both dance. I know that it was uncomfortable to try to get them to have those dance moves, but it was so much fun watching you. And Dylan, you are the winner. With 5 character hip shakes. 5.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job.
Good job.
Too easy.
Good job.
All right,
Good job.
guys.
Good job.
Maybe next time, Cassie.
It was close for Cassie. She did get 4,
She did.
which one of the points
I did steal.
she stole a point. Yes. It was
Shout
very,
out to
very close.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Poppy did spin after for you, but not Cassie.
Well,
Yeah.
Poppy was actually one of my favorites.
Yeah? Was
Yeah.
she?
I wouldn't. Well, close. Actually, I would have to say it would have to be Kitty Softpaws over at Mama Luna.
Kitty Soft Paws is pretty
Feline
great.
Fiesta. Yeah.
Mine is King Julian, always. But
Yeah.
extra brownie points for King Julian today because he did ASL with legendary Luke.
Yeah, that was an amazing
Oh
moment.
my gosh. No, that was a lot of fun. I know you won and it's fine and we'll let it go. Next time I'll get you, but
Yeah.
good job.
If it's drawing, you'll get me again. What was the score again, Michelle?
5-4.
Oh, that's actually pretty close.
It's close.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
was really
speaking
close.
of 5, though, we should get into that take 5 rewind, shouldn't we?
That's a good one. We
Nice.
should.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go. So number 5, it is family friendly. Like I said earlier, we had Michelle's nephew, the legendary Luke, and he reached the height requirement of 36 inches, so he was able to ride the Trolls Trollercoaster for the first time.
And number 4, it gets hot out there, so to stay cool and beat the heat, we have plenty of water features for the kids, as well as the indoor DreamWorks Imagination Celebration, which is around 20 minutes of pure fun and great storytelling.
So speaking of staying cool, we have number 3, which is shopping and snacks, because there is that Brozone Berry soft serve. We also have the Far Far Waffle we got to try, and the Shrekzel. And we got these awesome t-shirts at the High Five Hideaway, which was really awesome.
And number 2, you already mentioned some of the attractions, but we have plenty more. Trolls Trollercoaster, as well as Po Live, which we did with legendary Luke, and the Shrek Swamp Meet, where we got to meet Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona.
So lastly, we have number 1, which is DreamWorks Imagination Celebration. So there was Jason Horn who told us all about the characters that we might encounter and even got to mention like a secret character that apparently I've never seen. So I'm trying to go see this show so I can see what he's talking about.
Well, Dylan, thank you for an awesome day.
Thank you, Cassie.
Yeah, even though I let you win. That's all right. I'll let you have it.
Oh, that hurts.
Hold on. We got to settle this. Let us know below who you think won the game. It's a toss-up. We'll see. We'll see what the people say. We'll let them chime in. And of course, we have all the other details below as well. So make sure to head to the show notes to click all the links and find all the details about DreamWorks Land, as well as our official Universal Orlando app, which has all of the character set times as well as the show times. If you also want to watch me let Dylan win, there's a video linked below as well you can check out. And as always, thank you so much for listening to the Discover Universal podcast.